Today's housing market is full of unprecedented opportunities. High buyer demand paired with record low housing inventory is creating the ultimate seller's market, which means it's a fantastic time to sell your house. However, that doesn't mean sellers are guaranteed success no matter what, nor does it mean that this market will last forever either. So there's still some key things to know so you can avoid costly mistakes and win big when you make a move. Let's dive right in. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about working, eating, sleeping, living, playing, and many other things here in Maryland or Washington, D.C., then make sure you hit that subscribe button right below. Click the little bell so you're notified every time we do a video. And if you're thinking about moving, relocating, or coming here to stay, make sure to give me a call, shoot me an email, or send me a text. So I'm going to give you 9 things today. Number 9, stage your house properly. Staging is basically sprucing up a house to make it visually appealing as possible. Most people are very pleased with their decor and how they've customized and personalized their houses. However, let me tell you a little secret. Not every buyer will agree with your viewpoint about your design and personal touches. So that's why it's so important to make sure you stage your house with the buyer in mind. Buyers want to see themselves in the room. They don't want to see your pictures and decorations. They need to envision themselves inside. As they go through each area, stage, clean, and simplify so they can envision their own aspirations. I know this is an area where most homeowners tend to avoid, but let me just mention a few benefits of staging when done correctly. First, staging your home will separate it from your competition. Secondly, it will attract top dollars from your home buyers because studies have showed that staged homes typically sell for higher amounts versus houses that are not staged. And then thirdly, studies have also shown that staged homes spend 50% less time on the market than non-staged homes. Number 8, let there be light. Check to see that all light bulbs are functioning properly. One of the great little tips here is to replace all of the fluorescent bulbs with LEDs with natural soft white so that everything is bright and fresh and ready for buyers to arrive. If you have areas in the house where there is low light, consider replacing those light bulbs with a higher intensity soft white bulb so that all the rooms in your house show as bright and airy. Always remember that a bright, cheery room looks bigger and more inviting, so avoid dark places in your house when preparing your house. Number 7, repaint the walls with neutral colors. As much as you love your dramatic dining room with its bright pink, purple, and red, I can tell you that is very likely to turn off a significant percentage of your potential prospective buyers because we all have different tastes when it comes to decorating. As a result, avoiding all of that and repaint your rooms in neutral colors such as tans and whites to enable buyers to reflect on the spaces themselves rather than the color of the walls. You would be surprised on how many people get stuck with the colors of the walls when touring a house instead of just looking at the space and how they could use it for themselves. Number 6, refinish wood floors and deep cleaning carpets. So before putting the house in the market, refinish the wood flooring if you can. Trust me, it really makes a significant difference. The carpets are in excellent condition, then you do not need to replace them. Instead, just vacuum them very well and ensure that they're steam clean. This will get rid of, any dirt and will also help with eliminating any smells that might have accumulated in the carpet, especially if you have pets in the house. Number 5, power wash house and walkways. Make sure to power wash the whole house if you need to. Any sidewalks and driveways leading to the home should be power washed. At times, you may need to have your windows professionally cleaned, and this is an affordable service that will be well worth your time. Additional finishing touches include, purchasing fresh flowers and placing them in the pot next to the front door, which will draw attention to the space. Even if not every spot in the house, inside and out, are not freshly painted, just the fact that the house is clean, that is going to capture the buyer's attention. Number 4 is don't cook anything with strong smell. In the case that you're still living in the house while selling it, this is one of the first things the buyers notice. So please avoid cooking anything that has a strong aroma while selling your home. Consider the example of something that you may find delightful, but which may be unpleasant to somebody else. Cooking anything with a strong odor should be avoided for at least 3 days prior to putting it on the market. When you walk into a place that the smell for you is not pleasant, reason, you don't want to be there for long. I've actually had buyers decide not to even finish looking or touring the house completely because they cannot stand the smell of a particular house. We were touring. So I know this sounds a little funny, but trust me, avoid this as much as possible and you'll thank me later. Number 3, pictures. Once you're ready to put your house on the market, do not take pictures with your phone and call it a day. Even if you have a real estate agent helping you put the house on the market, ask him or her to actually have a professional photographer take the pictures of your house. This makes a big difference when it comes to the impression that the potential buyers will have of your house, even before they consider going in person to see your house. Because let's be honest, most buyers nowadays first look online to see how everything looks, so that is the first impression of the house. And if and only if they like what they see, only then they would contact a professional to show them the house. So pictures play a big role in nailing the sale of your house. Hence, if your ultimate goal is to sell your house to make money or to get some of that profit and move on to something different in your life, then the pictures need to be taken very seriously, as they are often what the buyers see first before they step foot in your house. Number 2, keep your emotions in check. When you stay in a place for a long time, you may get emotionally attached to your space. If it's the first home you purchase or the house where your children grew up, it's very likely that it has extra meaning for you. Every room has memories, and it's hard to detach from that sentimental value. For some homeowners, that connection makes it even harder to separate the emotional value of the house from the fair market price of the house. Which takes me to the next point, and that is number 1, price your house right. When inventory is low like it is in the current market, it's common to think buyers will pay whatever we ask when setting a listing price. Believe it or not, that's not always true. Even in a seller's market, listing your house for the right price will maximize the number of buyers are going to go out there and see your house. This creates the best environments for bidding wars, which in turn are more likely to increase the final sales price. A real estate professional is the best person to help you set the best price for your house so you can achieve your financial goals, but not just any agent. You need a professional that can really explain to you clearly why they would suggest a specific price. Remember, you can have the best house on the block with the greatest features and most unique spaces, but if that house is not priced correctly for the market, almost anything you have done to get this house in the market will help you get potential buyers looking at it and placing offers on it. If the buyers perceive that your house is overpriced, most of them will not even go to take a look at it. Today's seller's market might be your best chance to make a move. If you're considering selling your house, let's connect today so you have the expert guidance you need to navigate through the process and prioritize these key elements. I hope you found this information helpful. Thank you for watching, and if there's anything you guys think I forgot to include that somebody should know before selling your house, please leave it down in the comment sections below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share and subscribe, and if you found this video useful, check out this video right here to my left. That's it for now. See you at the next video.